If you blink, you'll miss it. The Premier League is exciting right now with the intense title charge between Arsenal and Manchester City. With 2 more matches to go, the stakes are high, mistakes can't be made, and the pressure is consuming. Who will win? Who will bottle? The pressure is on as the Premier League is down to the last few games. Will it go down to the final day? Could we get another Agüero moment? Welcome back to the Football Pit. Arsenal. When Arsenal lost to Aston Villa on the 14th of April 2024, their minds must have flashed back to last season. It was in April 2023 that Arsenal completely lost their red-hot form and blew an 8-point lead they had over Manchester City. Arsenal had won their previous 7 matches before they faced Liverpool on the 9th of April 2023. They were even leading the game 2-0 before Anfield roared life into the Liverpool team. Then Arsenal went on to draw 2 more games, giving City the edge to win the league. With their shock loss to Aston Villa, Arsenal had the option to let the pressure of competing with City get to them again. But this time, they responded with 4 straight Premier League wins on the bounce, the best one being their sensational match against Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal began the match on the front foot and scored 3 goals in the first half, with Saka and Havertz on the scoresheet. Havertz is surely enjoying a resurgence after a poor 22-23 season with Chelsea. However, things got nervy when Tottenham pulled 2 back after a David Raya howler gave them a renewed sense of hope. But Arsenal were resolute and held on for the win. However, Arsenal's shocking loss to Villa on the 14th of April has given City the opportunity to get close to them, with Arsenal just above City, who still have a game in hand. It has also made the last few games of the Premier League even more exciting. Could we be in for another astonishing finish to the league, just like the unforgettable scenes of Agüero, famously clinching the title for City against QPR in the final seconds of the 2011-2012 Premier League season? Who could ever forget that moment? Could it happen again? Although Arsenal have won 4 Premier League games since the Villa match, which shows how they have learnt from last season's horror show, they are still not convincing everybody, especially with the fixtures they have in front of them. However, the Arsenal players understand the pressures in front of them, and it does look like there's a shift in their mentality that made the pressure get to them last season. Gunners goalkeeper David Raya said, "I don't want to focus on that. I just want to focus on the team, on us, and focus on next Sunday against Manchester United. We cannot focus on other teams, because you lose your focus on yourself, and you don't start playing the same way. I like challenges, and I don't feel under pressure. It's an opportunity to show what you are capable of. I'm really enjoying this challenge." Like I said, it does look like Arsenal is ready, but do they have what it takes to go all the way, especially as they can't afford to lose their remaining matches? Arsenal play United at Old Trafford on the 12th of May, and their final Premier League match against Everton at the Emirates. On the surface, these look to be easy fixtures, but looks can be deceiving. This could be their toughest remaining fixture after their victory over Spurs. Will Arsenal be able to defeat Manchester United? Well, the legends of the sport don't think so. This Arsenal team is very young and talented, but if you ask me now if I am sure they are going to get 6 out of 6, then I am not sure, because anything can happen, said Emmanuel Adebayor, the former Arsenal, Man City and Spurs striker, and he isn't the only one to share this sentiment. However, Pep Guardiola believes that the legends are wrong and is certain that Arsenal, under his protégé's stewardship, can go all the way and win their last matches. But can they? Is Guardiola worried, or is he playing mind games to make Arsenal feel the pressure? Can Arsenal rise above the pressure and beat United? It's a far better Arsenal team than last season, a far bigger and stronger mentality, Gary Neville said. He believes this Arsenal side have what it takes to beat Manchester United. I think they will achieve a 100% record, Neville added. However, Gary has also said something Arsenal fans won't like. Even with the way Manchester United are at the moment, you have to regard that as a massive match and a big game. Teams have won at Old Trafford that have been in the bottom half of the table, but teams in the top half of the table have gone there and struggled, Neville said. He also believes that the game at Old Trafford is a massive source of doubt for Arsenal. Is it really a doubt? Let us know what you think. So, United have only won 1 game out of their last 7. However, one of those matches was the Liverpool match, which they could have gone on to lose despite their poor form. United knocked Liverpool out of the FA Cup and went on to almost beat them in the league. It's true that United are a different animal against a big team. Unfortunately, unlike the Bournemouth game, There is no history for Arsenal to rely on. Out of the 60 matches the two teams have played, Manchester United have won 25, while Arsenal have won 17, with 18 matches ending in draws. However, Arsenal can take comfort in the fact that they thrashed United 3-1 in the previous fixture between the two teams. Arsenal's last match is against Everton, who have a reputation of being a difficult team to crack defensively. Arsenal lead the pack when it comes to being defensively resolute, with only 28 goals scored against them, and also racking up 16 clean sheets in the league, but also scoring the most goals in the season so far with 85 goals. Everton are also in the conversation of the best defensive team and are the 5th best defensive team with 12 clean sheets and 48 goals scored against them. Will Everton be too tough of a nut to crack for Arsenal? Arsenal managed it earlier in the season, with Leandro Trossard's goal being the difference. Will they be able to do it again? If Arsenal are going to maintain their lead on the table, their players need to be at their absolute best. Already their players have shown that they are some of the best in the league, with the pairing of William Saliba and Gabriel in defence working out well in helping Arsenal keep out goals. Midfielder Declan Rice has shown that not only can he do the hard work in midfield, but he can also score goals. Rice has over 75 tackles, blocked 21 shots, and made over 160 recoveries. Still, he has scored 5 goals for Arsenal. Apart from Rice, Bukayo Saka has proven to be Arsenal's main man with 15 goals as of the time this recording was made. If Arsenal are going to win the last 2 matches, Saka has to be at the heart of things. But with the way Arsenal is set up, there are other players who can step up and help take some of the responsibility and pressure off Saka's shoulders. Speaking of pressure, Manchester City is mounting a lot of it on Arsenal. Manchester City. There is a general belief when it comes to Manchester City and the last few games in the Premier League, there is only one definite outcome. Manchester City will always come out on top. In the 2018-2019 season, Liverpool blew a 7-point lead over City, and unfortunately, Liverpool lost steam as the season rolled to an end, and City gained momentum. This was what fans thought would happen to Arsenal when they lost against Aston Villa. They believed Arsenal would continue to drop off, but Arteta's men arrested that situation. However, one they can't arrest is City's 1-game advantage. As of the time of recording this, Arsenal have a point lead over City. However, City have a game in hand against Tottenham, and while this can be an advantage, City beating Tottenham or winning all of their matches isn't set in stone. Pep Guardiola knows this, and he is asking that his players focus on winning the remaining games they have left. His message looks to have gotten across to his players, who believe the league is theirs to lose. It's in our hands, so we're not depending on what they do. That's the difference from last year. We were still depending on what they were doing. This season it's in our hands. The only thing we have to do is focus on the next one. It's so close, but it's also so far away. It's about what we do now. At the moment it's going well, but we know what we have to do in the end. Win 3 games and we can be champions again, City's defender Nathan Ake said. City cannot afford to lose a match. They have 3 finals in front of them, and losing one means that the season is over for them. They wouldn't win their 6th title in 7 seasons, and their 10th Premier League title overall. City have the players who can make this a reality for them. There is their goal-scoring machine in Erling Haaland, whose form has been questionable of late. However, that hasn't stopped him from racking up 25 goals in the Premier League this season, with his latest 4 goals coming against Wolves. There's also Kevin De Bruyne, who scored the first header for Manchester City against Brighton on the 26th of April. Although Haaland has more goals than him, Phil Foden is the real star of the Manchester City team in the 2023-24 season. While Foden has scored 16 goals and has 7 assists so far, he is a much more diverse player than Haaland. Roy Keane isn't even impressed by Haaland. He compared the Norwegian to a League 2 player. What did Haaland ever do to you, Keane? Even when Haaland scored against Nottingham Forest, who City struggled against, by the way, on the 28th of April, Keane compared him to a championship player. He was very much like a championship player. He has improved a lot. However, Keane added that Haaland is a brilliant finisher. In terms of a goal scorer, he is absolutely amazing. There's no doubting his quality in terms of his finishing, he said. Keane's criticism comes from his and many people's belief that apart from goals, Haaland doesn't offer anything else to City. On the other hand, Foden doesn't just bring goals to City. There's link-up play, brilliant passes, flair and the constant attacking threat. City are going to need all of this if they are going to win their last matches, especially with Haaland not firing at his usual best. However, Haaland hit back at Keane's remarks by scoring 4 goals against Wolves. City have to play Fulham, Tottenham and West Ham. I wouldn't call the Fulham game easy, but the one that could destroy City's title charge is their game against Tottenham. In recent times, Tottenham have become one tough team to beat for City. In their previous Premier League match of the season, City and Tottenham drew their match in a 3-3 thriller. Tottenham have the motivation of qualifying for the Champions League, and after they have lost to Arsenal and Chelsea, they can't afford to have any more slip-ups. So, will Manchester City be able to defeat Tottenham? What do you think? Also, tell us, do you think a miracle could happen that could help Liverpool win the league? It would be a great tale if Liverpool win, especially with the departure of Jurgen Klopp. However, Liverpool have suffered 3 setbacks in the last few weeks. They lost to a rejuvenated Crystal Palace and Everton and drew to West Ham. As of the time of this recording, they are 5 points off the summit of the table. Unless Arsenal and City begin to lose games, Liverpool are effectively out of the race. Or are they? Arsenal and City are the true title contenders, and no one can absolutely say for sure who is going to win. The only thing we can do is to not blink and capture every moment in the last matches of the 2023-24 league season. It will surely be electric. So who do you think will win? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more.